Hello, this is Awais Ahmed Khan doing the ICP3. So in ICP3 our task was to multiply the two matrices and store the result. So in this I have copied the code from the reference, and our input was basically two text files. So we have two matrices M and N. Our M matrix is a 2 cross 3 matrix, and our N matrix is 3 cross 2. This is our Java code, and there are three classes: the matrix multiply, the map, and the reduce. So in our matrix multiply we are basically getting the input and the output. So it is getting two arguments: one is the input directory and the other is the output directory, and we are creating a configuration variable and we are giving it a value. So here we are configuring it by the number of rows and the columns. So this is the number of rows and this is the number of columns. So our first matrix is M cross N, so it's 2 cross 3, and our second matrix is N cross P, so it's basically 3 cross 2. And after that we are sending these arguments. This is our input directory and this will be our output directory. In our map function we can see that we are getting the variables of long, iterable, and the text. So this will be our input and this will be our output variables. So we can see that we are parsing basically the rows and the columns in an int variable, and the value variable contains the string. So if I have read the variable, and in the end I will show you that how our input is coming. So our value contains the text file, so it is reading it, and this is the main loop where our mapping logic is applied. So in our mapping logic we are basically iterating over the number of columns for our second matrix. So we will get a key value pair. So in our mapper function we will get a key and a list of values. So in this case, in the first case, we are checking that if the matrix is M. So if we get the matrix M, then our key values will be the row value and the integer of this loop. So in this case the k. And our list of values, we will get the name of the matrix which is present on the index 1, and the second value will be the column value, and this is the exact same the value of the matrix. So in this case, in this way the loop will run and it will generate a list of values. So this is the case for if we have the matrix M. Now in case if we have the matrix N, then we have to change a little bit in the key value pair. So in this case, if we get an N, we will set the key as our first value will be the row iteration, the for loop value here I, and our value of the column, and our list of values will contain the name of the matrix, which in this case is N, and the row value and the value of the matrix, and we will write it in this way. So this is our key and this will be our list of values. Now in the reducer function we will see the logic. So now we are getting the key and the list of values. So in this way we have got the first iteration where we have identified the key values, and now we have to multiply and add those specific values. So in the reducer we will do that part. So we in this over here, as you can see that we are creating a hash map over here, and we can see in the log as well. So this is the log of our reducer, and so basically this is the hash a values. So basically in the 0th position we have 1 0, first position we have 2 0, 2 3 0, and so on. So basically it has generated the key values in the form of this, and now we will apply the calculation on the basis of this. And over here we are just multiplying the corresponding values as of the two matrices, and then we are saving it in a text file, and we are getting the output over here. So this is our final output. So basically this is the row value, the column value, and this is the value which is being multiplied. Now I can show you that how our log file is. So basically this is how I am debugging the code. So in order to check that what are the values coming in the mapper and the reducer, so we cannot directly print that specific line in our console, so we have to import certain libraries in our code in order to debug the code, and those libraries are the logging libraries. So we have to download the jar files for this, and we have to import these logins which are present in the commons. Now let's suppose if we have to print certain value, so we can write logger.info over here or somewhere, whichever variable you want to print, and we will give, for example, right here we are printing the values, and over here we are printing the value of the hash functions, and similarly in the map function we are printing that how the text file is being read in our code. So for example, if we want to check this file, so for the M matrix we can see that how the code is. So you can see if this is our log file for the mapper function, and you can see that it is reading in the form of this. So it is reading the text file over here, and after that we can split it and extract each specific value and do the operations on them. And similarly if we want to check for the mapper function for the matrix n, we can see the logs for that. So you can see this is for matrix n. So in this way our mapper and reducer is multiplying the values, and in this way we can also debug the code so that we can see that how the operations are being done line by line. So thank you.